Yeah, I got fired from FedEx. Well, then they, I don't know if you can call it a fire, but they said that they decided to let me go because basically I can't drive. So, according to them, I don't know how to drive. So, that's why they terminated me. But then they told me that they have a spot for $20 an hour um, dealing with the packages, but they wanted me to reapply for that position. And they said that I would get it immediately. I told them that I wasn't interested. And the reason why is because you're going to insult me and then try to offer me another position. That's not how you fucking do things. You know what I'm saying? Some fucking manager you are. You know what I'm saying? So what you should have did, what you should have did is said, "Hey, listen, Keytron, we got another spot for you. We're gonna hold this position for now." Or you could have found a better way to say that. You know what I'm saying? But to tell me you're gonna have to let me go, but then offer me another position in the facility, telling me to reapply. And after I went and did my physical and got my DOT card and all of this that I went through to get the job, and then you tell me you're gonna let me go to go get another what do you call that, to give me another position. You could have told me, "Hey, listen, we're gonna hold this position for now, you know what I'm saying, but we have something else for you. We want you to do packaging." You know what I'm saying? For you to tell me you're gonna have to let me go because I can't drive, and then turn around and try to offer me another position. No, right at this point, it's fuck you at this point. You know what I'm saying? Because that's basically, what you're saying. You're saying I can't drive. The thing I don't like about these kind of white people, when you go to a job and they call themselves training you, and Pete's supposed to be the head guy in charge, but he got a bunch of grown ass, they cool kids, but they're kids in the mind to me. You know what I'm saying? Um, and Jamie, he was all right, but for him to be 50, he's not. Maybe because he was in the military, he got that hardcore mind. But these are the type of people that compare you to them, right? Like they always brag, "Oh, I've been working for FedEx for 20 years. Okay, good for you." Or "I've been working here for 14 years or 19 years or 25 years. Okay, good for you." Right? So when I come on the job as a new guy training, they looking at the mistakes that you make sometimes in the box truck, because they want you to be exactly like them. Bitch, you been here 20 years. Your fucking first day, you wasn't perfect. You didn't just come out and ace this. So stop fucking lying. You feel me? So they look at the little mistakes you make, and then they judge you off that. They compare your driving with their driving, or 20-year driving. Okay, motherfucker, so like I told them, let me put your ass in my field. You wouldn't be so good. I'll smoke your ass. If I send you out to go hunt reptiles and bring me back a bag full of snakes and lizards, you wouldn't do shit. So if I compare your skills with me, I'll tear your ass out the frame. Let's see how fucking good you do in the field against me hunting reptiles and shit. I would smoke the fuck out of you. I'll make you look stupid, dumb. So that's basically what they're doing. They're comparing my skills as a rookie now to basically veterans. You know, like throwing a fucking amateur in the ring with a pro, a well-known undefeated pro boxer. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker fresh out the amateur getting in the ring. I ain't had the first fight. Just your first fight gonna be this motherfucker pro. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically what they do. They got a fucking kid mind way of thinking and doing things. Like when I'm working with one of them, they tell me, "Okay, we got packages. We got to deliver packages on both sides." Me, how I would do it, you could park the truck and walk across the street. You can't be that lazy. You know what I'm saying? I can deliver a package here and walk right across the street and deliver a package all the way down, and then take my truck and get up out of there. But they want to do shit. One of them want to do shit. "No, we're just gonna hit all the houses on this side, and as we come up, we hit all the houses on that side because we got to pull out anyway." Oh, all right, that's the way you fucking want to do it. But you're wasting time. Whether you know it or not, you fucking wasting time because you hitting all, you delivering packages on like 1, 2, 3, 4 all on the right side, and as you coming up the left side 1, 2, 3, 4, motherfucker, you could have knocked that shit out in one whop by simply left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Get in the fucking car, leave. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I would have did. That's what I told him to their face. But and that's Jamie way of doing things. Andy same way, but he think he, like Big Shot. He basically looking at your skills compared to his. He wants you to be like his approval. You know what I'm saying? And not knowing, motherfucker, if none of y'all wasn't in this car, I'd do a hell of a job. You know what I'm saying? I don't need y'all rating me, bitch. I've been delivering. I've been contracting on my own. I'm a grown-ass man. I don't need y'all babying me. Tell me what I got to do. Give me my assignment. Let me do it. I'm going to make mistakes. You get on me about the mistakes. Correct me. That's how it is. And let me go. But I know it was somebody bigger than that showing power. And speaking of that, the people who put pressure on them to let me go, it's probably the same people that put pressure on the lawyers for them not to take the case. Because I'm going to take a deeper look at my situation, right? So all of my trouble started in Florida, as y'all know. And then they follow me everywhere I go. Okay, so far, even when I went to China, now I was straight in China for some months. So I don't know what kind of deal they had to make with China. And to go a little bit off topic, because I don't want to have to make two separate videos, so I'm gonna include that in this. That's why I think the soldiers that are dying in war is for nothing. It's just a bunch of fat, cheesy motherfuckers in offices on both sides who got a whole lot of money, who can pay a whole bunch of dummies to go die for them, fighting in a war. For what? For Ukraine? I just can't understand how dumb we can be as people sometimes. How the fuck can a country be more important than your own life? How can anything in this world be more important than your own life? Because when you die, what good is Ukraine to you? You dead. What good is, you know what I'm saying? And the cheesy motherfuckers who sent you to war to die, they go home to their fucking wives and family every day. They go eat their cheese sandwiches and go back to their desk every day. You in the dirt, right? So it don't make sense. That's how I know all of this shit was fake. And I'm going to tell you how I know. Because all of the countries that I told y'all that I went to at some point was united in harassing me. You know what I'm saying? When I was in Hong Kong, China, when I first went to mainland China, I had a lot of love. But the longer I stayed, they started doing things that I didn't like that only the U.S. knew. So, which means that every time I take a shower, when I get out of my hotel room in China, I take a shower and I walk out the street, they have somebody posted on the corners to where I gotta walk out my hotel room past them and they'll be smoking some stank ass cigarettes. They'll be sitting right there smoking so that the cigarette smoke can stick on me. You know what I'm saying? I just got out the shower, got on my shampoo, whatever, do my little self up, my skin smelling good, but now I gotta walk past the dude on the corner smoking a stank cigarette. But that's all they did to me in mainland China. Other than that, it was 100% perfect. I'm telling you. Even I had members of Chinese military taking pictures with me. Top people that was in Chinese military taking pictures with me. I had people coming up to me with their little Chinese kids, wanting me to take pictures with them and their kids, and it made me feel good. You know what I'm saying? I had people in mainland China using me for advertisements, for a billboard, like for a cell phone service. What it was, China Mobile at the time or something like that. I ordered phone service when I was there, and they was taking my pictures and stuff. You know what I'm saying? To use me for advertising, and I ain't care nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? I actually liked the attention, and they were nothing like Hong Kong. Opposite. Hong Kong was more like racist as hell. Like they seen me at a bus stop plenty of times, didn't even pick me up. But somewhere down the line, I still fell in love with Hong Kong. It still felt like home. And then when they it's like they flip the switch, went from hating me to loving me. That's what I felt like, but I could be wrong. But I felt it, you know what I'm saying? I felt like they started loving me. And then somewhere down the line, somebody, it's like they got paid off because, as y'all know, I got my ass beat real bad in Hong Kong. A dude beat the shit out of me. An Indian dude, you know what I'm saying, in the bathroom. And they did it American style to where they have people provoke you into a fight. Like keep fucking with you over and over and over again until you finally had enough and snap. So like I told y'all about the cigarette incidents in mainland China. There was a dude smoking a cigarette in Hong Kong and he was in the bathroom. And I was screaming at him, man, get your bitch ass out of here. You know what I'm saying? Smoking a cigarette. Bitch, you got this whole big ass park. You want to come in here and smoke a cigarette? You feel me? Like, get your ass out of here. And he was just looking in the mirror, laughing, smoking a cigarette, looking gay as fuck. Like some kind of little gay dude. But dude whooped my ass though. You know, he beat the shit out of me. So I got the shit beat out of me in Hong Kong. Y'all already know what happened to me in Florida. I got ran over by a car here in Vermont. Nobody picking up the case. Like they laughing at it, they're making fun about it. You know, they having fun out of the situation. And you know, they're making a joke out of it. And South Africa was probably the most chill until I stayed there. The longer I stayed there, the worse just like any other country, the worse I got. The South Africans started sizing me up. They started like trying to provoke me into a fight, like just testing me and shit. As I go to the supermarket, they'll walk by me, almost like try to bump my shoulders and shit like that. You feel me? The men. The women would beg. Some of the men would beg for the money, but that's about it. But I could feel like the tension brewing in South Africa. But you know, South Africa is an undeveloped country, so they you know, it's easy for somebody to pay them off to do something. You know what I'm saying? So your life might not be all that safe in South Africa, or maybe in any part of Africa for that matter. But that's just my opinion, and I can be wrong, you know, as I say. But that's what happened to me. It was like it was getting hot and heavy for me. Like, you know, the longer I stay, the crazier shit was gonna get for me. You know what I'm saying? And Hong Kong, like I said, they whooped the shit out of me in Hong Kong. Mainland China, they just was fucking with me a little bit, just with the cigarette smokers, placing them in some of my favorite restaurants where I go at, my chill spots, and spots where I go to just vibe in mainland China, just smoking cigarettes. But I can't say that. I can honestly say they was doing it on purpose because they knew I didn't like it. They knew I didn't like it. My buddies here, they think I got some food, and I don't. Oh, you're telling me to check the time. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry about that, y'all. But yeah, check the time. They want to eat. All right, so I still got time. But yeah, so in South Korea, they robbed me legally because I bought a plane ticket, but they paid me back through like gift cards. I bought a plane ticket, and they took everything I had. They wanted this. It's like all of these governments working together to try to take all my money for some reason. So if they're united and fucking with me, think about it. It doesn't matter what a person did or what they say you did, whatever. If the whole world is united and fucking with one nigga, even though you're a nigga, think about it. But they're on a battlefield somewhere else fighting. Well, let me say this. The only country that I have not been tortured in, or countries that I have not been and even, well, Mexico, yeah, I ain't gonna speak on Mexico too. Mexico showed me a lot of love the first time I went there. You know what I'm saying? Even gave me some pussy and all. And I'm just being honest, like they didn't give a fuck what the US was saying. They just welcomed me in, let me do what I wanted to do, and they gave me protection because a taxi cab driver was gonna try to rob me in Mexico. He thought I was like a duck. But I seen one Mexican come out and send that boy a message. Mexican was ski masked up and everything, looking at the cab driver, and it was just me and the cab driver late night. He took me to some bank and he knew it was closed. You know what I'm saying? Wanted me to get some money to pay him for you know, for taking me there and for giving me a ride to the place where I needed to be. And the Mexican came out of nowhere and he looked at that boy and he did some kind of signal. And that boy ain't even play no game. That boy already knew what it meant. He took me back to the little bus station where I was safe at, you know what I'm saying, until I was able to access my funds to get to where I wanted to go deeper in Mexico. You know, like into Sonora and stuff like that, from Tijuana and all that. And yeah, so they really protect the shit out of me. But the only thing that happened to me in Mexico, weird, but not, I mean, the first time, I don't want to talk about the second and third time that I went to Mexico, but for the first time, the only thing that ever happened to me was on the bus. There was somebody, like, as if when you have meat stuck in your teeth and you keep going, trying to get the teeth out, trying to get the food out. That's what the dude was doing behind my seat on the bus the whole time. There, he was an old man, and they sold him some tacos, and I ain't have money to support at the time because I didn't. I couldn't access my cards because I didn't know. I had to call them to let them know that I was going to Mexico for them to unlock my funds for me to use it. So I just only had cash on me when I went into Mexico, which I got it converted into Mexican dollars. So that lasted me a long time over there. But they thought I was lying when you know, they were trying to like get me to buy like little snack stuff, which they were looking good as fuck. And y'all know I love to eat. I would have been glad to support them boys, you know what I'm saying, hustling. Because in Mexico, when you get on the bus, they get on the bus, but not to catch the bus, to like sell you food, like they love Coca-Cola soda in Mexico. Coca-Cola soda with some tacos and stuff, and that shit looked good, and I really wanted to support them boys, you feel me? My first time in Mexico, I want to show some love, but I couldn't access my funds. I didn't have none, you know, and they thought that I had some. And then the first dude in I forgot what part of Mexico that was. I did have money, but the way he approached me, he didn't give me enough time to like go in my pockets and get it. And I don't like going in my pockets and pulling out a wad of money, you feel me? Because that's when I just got the money transferred from Tijuana. And he was trying to sell me a box, but I'm like, damn, you know, like, I got to tell you I ain't got it because you just all up on me. Like, you know, I got money and I don't want to pull out this Mexican money because I don't even know the currency yet. And then you look at that shit and tell me your product now costs more than what you're selling for, or you know I got that money, and you know you tell them boys I got that money, and I don't know what might happen. You feel me? And so I told the first dude I ain't have it. You know what I'm saying? And then so once I got to the bus station, I really didn't have it because, you know, I had a hotel. I was you know, I was spending money. I was even giving homeless people money that was asking me for money in Mexico, not knowing the currency. And I learned all that the first day I was there. Just, you know, and so yeah, South Korea, they robbed me though. They made me buy a plane. Okay, I bought the plane ticket, but it's like they were trying to keep me in South Korea. I don't know if it was to protect me or just to rob me to see how much money I had. Because once I'm sitting in there, I got my food. I had just bought my food because I love the little corner store, the little store in Seoul, South Korea. They got some cheap ass good burgers and shit. You know, little meals from the little, I forgot what it's called in there. But anyway, so I go in Seoul, South Korea, get me something to eat. You know what I'm saying? Now I had to take a shit real quick, so I went to the bathroom, and the shit got quiet all of a sudden. The shit was so packed. There was so many people in there. I went and used the bathroom. Now, mind you, this was before I started standing in the bathroom a long time on purpose to piss people off because everybody was fucking with me. Now I'm chilling. I just went in there real quick, took a little shit, wiped off. Now I'm looking at the time, everything on my phone, listening. Nobody said nothing. I'm wondering why it's so quiet, and I'm like, hold on. And I couldn't even finish shit. You feel me? Because I'm like, damn, it's too quiet. So I had to hold the rest of the shit, wipe my ass and shit. You feel me? Come out of the bathroom, wash my hair, come out of the bathroom, check the time. Like, why everything so quiet? Came in that bitch, everybody gone. Just that quick. I'm like, what the fuck? She talking about you missed your plane, you gotta buy another ticket. I'm like, what the fuck? Hell no. Like, they quietly hurry up and rushed everybody. And they tried to do the same thing in Hong Kong this last time I went there. You know, like they was wanting me to stay in Hong Kong for some reason. But, you know, I still caught my flight because I had, and the seats that go like this in the airport, they go back to back. and they facing one direction. Then there's one all the way in the back that's facing the opposite direction. So I had my earphones in, and I'm facing the opposite direction. They were hurrying up, sneaking people out, and they almost had everybody out of there if it wasn't for that dude in the wheelchair trying to hurry up. They were trying to hurry up and sneak him through, and some lady. And I looked back at the last second, and I caught their ass trying to sneak out. I'm like, oh, hold on. I grabbed my bag real quick and hurry up and ran, and they scanned me in. I hurry up and ran and caught the plane. I'm like, yeah, they tried to leave me. And that's when I went to South Africa, back to South Africa for the second time. And the second time is when things really got sticky. But the second time I understood it more and I stayed longer. You feel me? Forgot, maybe like 2 months, something like that. And yeah, man. And there was, everything was good though. You know, for the most part, South Africa. It's just they started like fucking with me just a little bit. You feel me? Like I don't know if they were testing me or if they were that ass serious. But they started. You feel me? They started. It's like it would have got real sticky. You know what I'm saying? The airport, they was making this annoying sound and shit like that. Yeah, they were starting. So I don't know, man. All these governments, and then or South Korea. Yeah. So I ain't go to Russia yet, so I can't say Russia with them. I can't say that. I ain't go. It's a lot of countries I still ain't go to yet. But in Vietnam was definitely on it. They ain't waste no time. I mean, from the time when I first got there, the immigration dude who charged me the extra money to enter the country for just to take my picture, I think they charged me like $50 or something like that to take my picture. That's it, just to take my picture. And they let me in the country. That dude does seem like he was pissed off already. And then once I got into the city though, in Dalat, everything was cool. The people was really nice. But one thing I noticed in Dalat, they don't keep their real prices on their food. Or at least when I got there, they didn't have them. They don't keep their real prices in their corner stores. Nothing. Because when you start picking stuff up, they automatically make up a number. They make up a number to especially if they know you're American. So I'm going into these little supermarkets. The prices ain't really what it's supposed to be because they charge you extra because they know you got money. You're a tourist. You know, to them you're a tourist. You're American. So your money, they gonna automatically charge you a whole bunch of shit that's not really what the real price is. Is it if a Vietnamese person go to a Vietnamese store, it's gonna be really, really cheap. But if an American go to a Vietnamese store and their price is not already listed, now don't get me wrong, they do have honest shops there with honest people that got prices up there that you can see. Rather you're American, Vietnamese, don't matter who you are, you get the same price. I fucks with those people. That's why I used to go to my dog down there. He was cool as fuck. And he sell ducks. He'll sell me a whole fucking duck for like $5. That bitch be so good when he get through putting that sauce on it. And I showed y'all in the video, man, that bitch be good, dog. And with the little snacks and everything. So that he be looking out. I mean, and his store is honest, so I go there and spend with him. But it was a lot of little stores and like they stores look like houses. They have stores out of their houses in Vietnam, literally, like in their back garage and shit. That's what it is. But they got little convenience stores, and they sell meat, anything you need. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, not anything, but a lot of stuff that you would need. So I go there, get my little junk food and stuff like that, and they just price everything up. It ain't really what it say it is. You know what I'm saying? So they don't. It's like you go in there, you see ice cream, chips, sodas, nothing got their price on it. But when you tell them you want that, or you start grabbing that, they're gonna pull out a notepad and write down a price for the things you pick up. And they're gonna be overcharging you. It's not really what the stuff costs. It's just what they're telling you. You know what I'm saying? What they want you to pay. And so I noticed that. But when I got to the airport in Dalat, that's where the disrespect came from. And when I was staying in the hotel, they was calculating the days, and it's like they was setting up to do something bad to me. You know, it's like if I wouldn't have got out of there at the time I got out of there, maybe something bad would have happened to me. I'm just saying maybe. And yeah, because the Vietnamese military was in that bitch, and it's like every country I go to, their military pulling up on me. You know what I'm saying? Even here in America, every state I go to, it's a different military in charge that's, wanting to hurt a nigga or wanting to feel, wanting to beat their chest a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Uh, you know, but so it's just like that. So in Vietnam, the little store I was going to right across the street from my hotel, uh, they were cool people. I was spending my money with them, but I know they was overcharging me. But it was still cheap though. Even though they was overcharging me for what I was paying for, they were still cool. They were still cheap. But one morning, as it was getting closer to me to leave, because my hotel was like $10 a night, and I booked it for like 10 nights, I think 9 or 10 nights. And after I've been there like 5, 6 nights, something like that, 7 nights, I'm not sure. Then the Vietnamese military, or at least that's who I thought they was. They were popping up there. They was wearing plain clothes. They were sitting in the shop smoking cigarettes in the man shop. I ain't never seen none of them dudes in that bit. They were all working on the little. There was like the stoplight on the side of my hotel, not stoplight, but yeah, light pole that had the cable. The whole time I was in Vietnam, no TV was playing at all. They ain't played no TV. And I thought that was weird. None. No news. You can't watch the news, nothing. So that mean if the news was reporting that a black American was in Vietnam, you wasn't going to hear that shit. So the whole country knew what was going on but me. Because everybody else TV was working in the hotel rooms everywhere but mine. But for some reason, they have my room quiet as hell so they can listen in. And they was listening to me every day, 24 hours a day, they would listen. Yeah, and so my little girlfriend, she was like nervous. She was pretty cool though, but I'm not sure, but it's like they might have raped her ass in that bitch for real. They might have raped her and made her shut the fuck up because they knew like she fucked with me, she liked me or whatever. So I thought that was strange, but they still was cool with me though. Even though once I started, my senses, got up, and I got up out of there. And one of the guys still friends with me to this day on my Facebook. You feel me? And he was my driver the whole time I was in Vietnam. Picked me up. 2 beautiful Vietnamese girls came up to me and asked me if I had a taxi. They was helping me. They was connected to him. They called him. He came. He was rocking with me the whole time. Me not knowing he was in the military, in the Vietnamese military, a high-ranking military person, and he looked young. But he looked like he about 12, but dude, a grown-ass man, for real. And he been in the military, for real, for real. I seen his ID when we was in the hotel as he was getting ready to take me back to the airport. And that's when I seen him in full uniform, showed me his military ID and everything. I said, damn. So, and he walked across the street the day I asked him to take me back to the airport. And I left 4 days or 5 days, no, I think 4 days in my hotel room. I left the rest of the room. I was like, fuck that. You feel me? I just left. And he went across the street with them other boys that was in there just laying all around in the man's shop. They were laying around smoking cigarettes and shit in that man's shop. And I ain't never seen him. And I used to always go to the man. He's an old man, not old man, but he's an older man with his wife or whoever that lady is that's always working there, the cool lady. And it was all off in there. And they were looking at me and looking at them like they were trying to tell me I need to get out of there because, you know what I'm saying, these boys are here to do me some harm, And they wanted to know how much money I had. Just like any other country. They thought I had a whole lot of money. They want to know how much money I had because he was like, let me see how much money you had. That's the driver, the military guy. He's like, let me count your money. I could tell you how much you need to go. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I don't need to count my money. And so that's when them boys started popping up the next day. He's like, oh, he got money, but he didn't show me how much money he had. So I'm quite sure he got a lot of money. He American or something. I'm just guessing because them boys was there. Then there was a cab parked outside of my hotel room just waiting. Just like at the shelter, there was a cab parked out there. Late night. It's weird. It's a lot of weird things that's going on. But what I'm saying is this. If the whole world is united and harassing me or fucking with me, think about that. Think about that. Or at least out of the countries, at least this America and China beef. Seriously, I think it's fake. It's only programmed to target us, the people, bro. That's it. It's only programmed to target the people. I'm telling you. And the fact that they said Chinese troops are actually fighting in Ukraine. But okay, if they fighting in Ukraine, okay, yeah. So then that mean, well, right now, the fact that Trump pulled America out, so America don't give a fuck. You feel me? Because I know for sure, you know, if China and the U.S. was united and fucking with me, along with all of the other countries I just told y'all, then something, you know, I don't think this beef is real. I don't think it's real. I'm telling you, I don't think it's real. I think the China and America beef is just like fake. It's to make us think it's real, because just to make it hard on us, on the people, to be honest, because they was united and fucking with me. If it was real beef, let me tell you something. If it's a real beef, right? I don't give a fuck what happens. If a person come to your country, why would you side with the person who you have beef with, right? It don't make sense. And then you fuck with this man the same way that country been fucking with him. Nah, it's fake. It's fake, right? Because if I'm in control of a country, right? Somebody come to my country. This country come to my country and tell me this person did this and this and this and this in their country. I'm like, I don't give. That's your country. Your country got a history of fucking people up like him. So you know what I'm saying? As long as he ain't kill nobody, he good. He can do whatever the fuck he want to do, and I don't want your money. When he come back to your country, then you fuck with him. When he over here in my country, don't fuck with him. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? That's how I would have been rocking. But for me to join sides with you and do the same shit to this man in this country where this man hasn't committed no crime at all, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? For me to fuck with this man and over some shit that you might have said he did, or you want, just because you want me to fuck with him, it don't make sense. But then when we get on TV, we act like we enemies. Oh, we want a ground war or any kind of war. China ready for any kind of war, tariff war, ground war, whatever kind of war America want to bring it. Come on, man. It's all talk. It's all fake. I'm saying it could be real, but I don't think so. Because they were united and fucking with me. I'm telling you. So that's just how it is. You feel me? Until Hong Kong set it off and that shit, they really, you know, they went and found that dude. Dude put it on my ass though. He beat the shit out of me. He got that. You feel me? I mean, Indian dude too. Indian dude wasn't having it. I felt like I was getting jumped. Dude was so strong. Then my homie, who sound Mexican, from Guatemala, who was rocking with me the whole time, and he in the fucking corner laughing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Laughing in the mirror like he fixing his hair and shit, because he liked to fix his hair. He fixing his hair and shit again in the mirror, laughing. I'm talking about, nigga, I'm over there fighting. You over here in the corner laughing. He talking about because he was waiting to see blood. He was waiting to see blood. Nigga, you tripping. And then they giving him all the pussy. And, you know, I got to go through loops and boundaries. They done took my three girlfriends I had over there away from me. You feel me? That's how I end up getting 3. Because I had one, they took that one. Got another one, took that one. Got another one, they took that one. I'm like, damn, them boys acting like America. You feel me? Like, they were hating on me big time. But then when I was getting ready to leave Hong Kong and they knew I was going to leave, I felt like they wanted me to fuck one of their girls. Nah, keep that energy, bro. Because when I was into y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all want to try to control a nigga or tell these females don't fuck with a nigga. But now when I'm leaving, now you want to fuck that, man. You know? But yeah, that's it. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about that a little bit. Where we at on the time? It should be like 5 o'clock. Yeah, it's 5. Anyway, though, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Y'all stay safe and peace out.